Hi, it's Bob with Bob's Containers. Bit of a dreary day out here, so sorry about the wind if it's loud. I want to talk about how we do multi-units. You see on Pinterest, online, when someone builds a 5,000 square foot house, putting together several containers. We don't do a lot of on-site work. We prefab or we make completely ready to drop and live in units, but we do service that market. We can build for you. It involves working with a general contractor on site, and sometimes we're just going to do the welding for some reasons, like permitting or just depends on where it's going. But what we do here is that when someone wants to combine containers, like what's going to happen here, when you remove an entire side of the container, let's add a little bit of structural integrity to corrugated metal, we reinforce, because even in a new container like this, the ceiling will bow. And when you do that on site, not a big deal because you're welding up a beam to hold it. Well, when you're shipping these across the nation, we don't have welders that can go and do that on site, so we put support beams. So what that looks like is these are going to come together, these beams line up, and you're going to have a multi-unit. So when you cut out an entire side, you want to put support posts that don't protrude past the container, so they can come together like a peanut butter jelly sandwich, smooth. And then all the steel you cut out, after you've done it, you want to prime it. If not, you'll get rust. You don't want to get into that situation. That'll make it easier when it comes together on site. Another feature in this particular build is going to be multi-story. So staircases. You see in a lot of our builds, we have an exterior staircase. It's a single unit container. We're trying to preserve the space inside because there's not a lot of it. But if you're doing multi-units, you have that option. And you can see here, here's an example of an interior staircase that's prefab. So what that looks like is you enter in here and go upstairs. It's quite an opening. We put tube steel on there again. The container that's going on top will have the same tube steel, so it sits very flat and flush, can be welded, cranked down to keep it watertight. One thing to call out is whenever you cut out the roof, same thing. We're going to put extra structural support here. This is going to have a lot of weight above it. The containers are strong, but as you remove steel, you want to reinforce, especially large pieces, to keep that structural integrity. So, seems a bit daunting, but it actually be broken down into very simple steps. So more no-brainer ideas here at Bob's Containers.